All right. I'm back. Took a little break for the off season, you know what I mean? I get my mind right, went to see my family in New York, all that good stuff. We back with some videos, man. I got a new setup going. So hey, we gonna pop out these videos, bro. Like, we back on the grind. So, we've been talking about this a little bit on this channel, and it's a big thing in the NBA recently where referees being too soft, being sensitive, a lot of text this year, a lot of new refs. I heard even on Gilbert Arenas podcast, they're talking about we should really publicize like NBA ref ratings, because there's a system out there how NBA picks the referees for the playoffs and the big games and the the most televised, most important games of the year. So there's clearly a NBA ref ranking system out there. In the past, shout out Tim Donaghy, there's been some NBA ref scandals where they're throwing games for betting systems, and what I'm saying, people making money off of throwing games, and it's just wild calls, missed calls. But you can clearly see the disparity and the fairness, and there has to be something behind it, right?
On January 27th, DraftKings sent an email to their customers saying the biggest winner last night was Jonte Porter unders. Now, most people don't even know who that is, but somebody did and made bank. One bettor made a 6-play parlay on Jonte unders for $80,000.
A 6-play parlay? Like, what are the odds? What are the odds that someone bets that many unders on a player? Right? Like, you gotta know something. There's gotta be something behind the scenes where, like, there's no way, motherfuckers. I open a sports betting app, and over here in Europe, we can't sports bet, right? So I don't sports bet. But if I open my sports betting app, what I'm not doing is putting in 80K or however much money he put on DeJounte who? Under? I don't even know this dude. So this is the parameters of the scandal, right? Like, how many times? Like, nobody even knows this guy. So how are people betting on the under on this guy's minutes?
And won $1.1 million. Normally the cap is like a $1,000 to $2,000 bet on props, so this looked off. Then sure enough, March 20th, Jonte Porter unders won millions again. Something's going on. Sportsbooks alerted the NBA to suspicious betting activity, and Porter is now being investigated. When you watch the film, nothing stands out too much. A fringe player setting screens and stuff. Some people say he tried to miss this banked three. Look at that guilty face when it goes in. But what about this?
All right, I don't know if that was a guilty face. That might be a little bit of a reach. But there is some merit to what he's saying here. Like, it's kind of suspicious, man. I don't even know this dude. Millions of dollars?
Tom Haberstroh pointed this out. Porter's number 34 in gold. At the end of the quarter, in position to get a rebound, but his man pulls away. Yes, he is safe. But then the ball bounces right to him. Instead of grabbing the board, though, what was that? He, like, taps it to his teammate at the end of the quarter? Have you ever seen that?
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's the end of the quarter. Is that a reach? I don't know. I don't know. We might be reaching with.
Seen that before? Now that was the third rebound of the game, and it's only the first quarter. The total's 4.5. So you can see Jonte go immediately to the coaches in the background and start pointing to his eye. So he left the game having re-aggravated an eye injury. Nowhere in the minutes he played did he get hit in the eye. He wasn't even on the injury report before the game. But maybe he got that board and was like, 3 in the first quarter? I am out. A sportsbook employee told ESPN.
See, that's interesting. See, that's kind of interesting. I'm not gonna lie. That is kind of suspicious. Hey, bro, they ain't want that rebound. See, now you add a little bit more context. It's a little suspicious there. I don't know. All right, the under's 4 rebounds. I got 3. I gotta come out the game. You might expose yourself there, buddy.
People were trying to do whatever they could to bet Jonte Porter props against the Clippers. And then just a few days ago, the same thing. We had a bunch of people trying to bet the under for more. So it looks like Jonte told people to bet his unders because that's what he could control. Maybe an organized crime person approached him to pay a flat fee to hit the under. Then that mob guy sent runners all over the country to different books to place bets. It's really suspicious if one person makes a huge bet, but spread.
Right, see, that's where it's suspicious. And it's like, all right, one time, all right, someone got lucky, yada, yada, yada. But now it's increasing, the volume, people are betting under, like the word's getting out, or, you know what I'm saying, this big mob boss, yo, I got the, let's just say in theory, this big betting boss, man, you know what I'm saying, yo, DeJounte, yo, keep that under hot, I'm gonna give you a cut, here's 50%, yada, yada, yada. And now he goes and say, yo, I got this tip, yo. I saw you this tip for $1 million. DeJounte unders. And then it grows, man. That's a scenario I can see. Or even with the referees, tie it all in together. Even with referees, I can see that. I can see a referee being like, yo, the Lakers about to shoot 30 plus free throws, man. Put the over on free throws tonight. And then they play the Warriors. And the Lakers, you know what I'm saying, they got 60 free throws to the Warriors 2. I can see a world where the sports betting, honestly, even when sports betting was coming out, I didn't think it was going to really be a thing. I didn't think it was going to pass. And then when I got wind of that shit, I already knew games being rigged is going to be a crazy thing. And now referees have power. You know what I'm saying? That money in that betting line, that Vegas line, that's power. And you can control the game, really, as a referee. I want this team to lose tonight. I'm going to tip their star player. That's power. We putting too much power in the referee's hands, bro. There's always gonna be a few bad apples, bro. When there's money in the line, there's always gonna be those guys.
Spread out, less red flags. But after getting away with it, they did it again? So stupid. Jonte Porter is a random player, but that's why he would do this. Porter's on a two-way contract in Toronto, which means G League and the NBA.
Oh yeah, he need that bread.
Makes $415K per year, which is a ton of money, but not among his peers. He is surrounded by millionaires, including his brother, Michael Porter Jr., who signed a $179 million contract. I am not saying this is right.
He's nice.
This is why the mafia might have targeted him.
If you're enjoying the content, please subscribe so I can know and I can keep bringing you videos like this on a regular basis.
So what happens next? Well, in the new season...
Alright, so I guess the mafia is targeting players who need the money. You wouldn't go after Steph Curry because he got billions of dollars in the pocket. You know? But you're going to go after these young guys, you know what I'm saying? Yo, I'll give you $1 million. Yo, that's a lot of that. That's a lot of money. You at home, probably same thing. Yo, someone offer you $1 million to, you know what I'm saying, hey, rig it a little bit on some low key. You ain't gonna get caught. They gonna promise you. You'll take that money. Shit, I'll take the money.
CBA, the rule says any player who directly or indirectly wagers money or anything of value on any game shall be subject to a penalty. The penalty for such offense shall be within the absolute and sole discretion of the commissioner, may include a fine, suspension, expulsion, and or perpetual disqualification. So it's up to Commissioner Adam Silver. And honestly, he is lucky it is Jonte Porter. He could throw the book at this dude, suspend him for life to scare other players. But this might not be the last time. And if he suspends Jonte for life, what happens if it's a top 100 player next time? You gonna kick him out too? According to The Ringer, the top 100 ends with Terry Rozier, Chris Paul, Isaiah Hartenstein, Walker Kessler, and Brandon Miller. Now, some casual fans don't know them outside of CP3, but it would be a huge deal if any of these guys got banned for life. Jonte is such a fringe player, Silver could probably suspend him for 2 years, and it's basically a lifetime ban. But this kind of thing was bound to eventually happen. Silver was the first commissioner to come out for legalized gambling in 2014. One of my most important responsibilities as commissioner of the NBA is to protect the integrity of professional basketball and preserve public confidence in the league and our sport. I believe...
All right, so what's good with these refs then, my boy? Because that's a conversation that needs to be fucking brought up, Mr. Adam Silver. For real, for real.
That sports betting should be brought out of the underground and into the sunlight where it can be appropriately monitored and regulated, which is exactly what happened. But I guarantee people will say this is proof the NBA is rigged. This kind of thing probably happened in the past, but we never found out about it because gambling was illegal. Now, we've got companies like DraftKings who can call up the NBA and say, hey, we noticed something weird. Back in the day, an illegal bookie ain't doing that. So because it's legal, Jonte Porter may have gotten caught here, but at the same time, it erodes confidence in the NBA. Obviously, Underdog is the sponsor of this channel, but I'm trying to tell this story and report on it as unbiased as possible. But legal gambling is why Jonte Porter got caught. What's crazier is what happened in baseball. Now, you might have heard this story, but most people don't know what actually happened. Shohei Ohtani is like the Victor Wembanyama of baseball. A new player from overseas can do things we haven't seen before. But this week, the FBI says he sent an illegal bookie $1 million. So Shohei's rep said it was actually his interpreter betting on sports, and Ohtani was covering his friend's losses. The interpreter then gets interviewed and says, yeah, Ohtani didn't trust me, so he logged onto his account and transferred the money himself. No problem. Except you can't send $1 million to an illegal bookie. That's a crime. Oof. Ohtani could get fined, suspended, go to jail.
I wonder what's gonna happen to Ohtani, bro. Because I know baseball's a little bit different, like with their scandals and how they handle things. And baseball is notorious for cheating, bro. It's like known in baseball if you're not cheating, you're not trying type deal. Like, so it's known that they be cheating over there. So I wonder what's gonna happen to Ohtani because he really not from there. He got an interpreter. He don't speak much English apparently, but he is like the poster boy right now in baseball, bro. He do it on both ends of the field, which is unheard of. Like, he's an elite pitcher and elite hitter. So it's like, what do they do to the poster child? Because similar to like the basketball thing with Porter, it's like, yo, he's a no name. So like, you can throw the book at him, make an example out of him, and it won't hurt your sport. But for baseball, this is your poster child. It's like the new hot toy. It's like the new, like you said, the new Wemby. So what do you do with that? I'm curious to see how baseball handles that, honestly.
Get deported? So his reps changed their original story and said, wait, actually the interpreter stole the money and Shohei didn't even know. How obvious can it be that this man is the fall guy for his famous friend? An interpreter makes, I don't know, let's just say like 6 figures a year. Reports say this dude was $4.5 million in debt. What bookie would allow that guy to get that big in debt unless he knew who was actually paying the bill? So baseball is investigating, but nobody thinks that they're going to suspend their biggest star. Baseball actually looks really hypocritical here. At least the NBA can get out of this one looking somewhat clean. But will that kind of thing happen in the NBA? Well, gambling has been legal in Europe for a long time. Their biggest scandal was back in 2009. Around 200 people, including 32 players, were involved in rigging about 200 games across 9 countries. But here's the catch. The most high-profile rigged game was played in Turkey. The rest of the matches were teams no one's ever heard of. People thought it might be in the Premier League or maybe La Liga, even in France, but no. It's just not worth it for super rich players to get involved.
So I almost wonder if that is a solution to fixing the NBA ref problem, is paying these guys more money so they can do this full time. They won't be swayed by, you know what I'm saying, a little $100,000 offer from this bookie or $50,000 offer. We pay these referees, and even in football, they were saying that too. Pay referees a great salary so they can make this their full-time job. They can make this a living. They can make a name for themselves and like that build a reputation. Because there's a lot of guys in the NBA who referee and then go work at Foot Locker right after work. Like, they're not getting paid enough. So some people are working 2 jobs, 3 jobs. You chilling at work at Arby's, you know, frying some fucking fries, flipping some burgers. And yo, this game this weekend. Yo, I got a milli for you, bro. I got an M. Yo, Chiefs better win this. You don't think you're gonna do that? But now, like, you know what I'm saying, the same thing, like the superstars of the NBA, I'm making $300 million a year, yo. There's no money that you can offer me to rig worth my name, worth my reputation, worth, you know what I'm saying, everything I got. So we give these referees full-time income. Now that gotta come with a lot of stipulation though, because I'm gonna need to see, you know what I'm saying, some changes, especially with the mindset, how soft some of these referees are. So quick to, you know what I'm saying, tee up, make the show about them. I hate that. But we gonna see. That is one solution I believe could at least help some of the problem. Now, there's no solution that's gonna fix everything, but let me know what you think down below. Thanks for checking out the video. Subscribe if you're new. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.